Hey, hello again to Bob's Barn Workshop. Here's another little DIY video. Something I did a few years ago is I installed this really nice home theater wall. The speakers and stuff used to sit out here on the floor on a big console TV, and of course with the onset of the beautiful big LED TVs, and this being in a stairway, I built a recessed cubbyhole for the stereo amplifiers and such. Put recessed speakers in the wall, have a subwoofer back in the corner, and then ran the wires across the ceiling and installed no place for the rear speakers because of the fireplace. So I installed the rear speakers in the ceiling with these nice full range 8-inch speakers that are about 10 inch in diameter for the whole assembly. Well, the other night we almost had a disaster. My wife and I were watching television. She was sitting right here in this chair, and this whole speaker unit dropped out of the ceiling, and now the chair was farther back and it hit right on the back of the chair just a couple inches behind her head. And then it bounced off, hit the corner of the hearth and smashed into bits. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to fix that speaker, replace it. I already ordered it. I'm going to pull this speaker down, and as what I'm going to do with the other speaker, I'm going to install a safety rope to it, so even if it falls, it can't fall very far. Okay, let's get to doing it. I have to pull these chairs out and clean this corner up. Oh man, look at this thing. It's smashed to bits, and it's heavy too. I got to figure out where I can put my safety cord. It looks like it can go in any corner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill at an angle through the corner of the speaker cabinet and just put a rope on it. I'm going to attach the rope to a solid anchor point up in the ceiling. Alright. This is actually a line level speaker built by MCM Electronics, and it has 30 hertz low frequency range, so it's supposed to be a really good speaker, and they're actually quite attractive. Alrighty, so I got the mess of the broken speaker cleaned up enough that I got just a few chips and stuff on the floor, and I've got to vacuum up after this in here. So let's unbox the new speaker, which I've already had it out. It was packaged very nicely. There's the trim ring. Now they give you a special little hook to remove the spring because you press it back in. Now let's have a look at this speaker. First thing you notice is the cabinet is way larger than the 8-inch speaker. The nice soft foam roll. It has a 1-inch dome aimable tweeter in it, which I just put straight down because it's rear ambient speakers. There's a rotary switch here. This speaker can be run on a chain of high voltage speakers like you would in a supermarket, so you can put dozens of these on one line for the PA system, the Muzak, whatever. And so there's a rotary switch in here to select the wattage and voltage of the line coming in, because there's a transformer in here, and that's one of the things that adds to the fact that it's quite heavy. I am driving it directly with 8 ohms, which there's a center setting for that. So that is set for 8 ohms. Nice weight trim ring. Nice rugged plastic cabinet. Now here's why my other speaker failed. When you put it up in the hole, you start to turn the mounting screws. The friction of that makes this arm turn out. And then when it hits the stop, it draws this in and grips the sheetrock. Well, being who I am, I'm guessing I probably over-tightened those and cracked this little arm here, because when I felt up in the ceiling there, I found 2 of these arms, just the end of them, laying up in there. So they had snapped off, and that's why it came down. So I'm going to be much more ginger when I tighten these. When I feel the resistance, I'm going to tighten it like half a turn and call it good. So on the back, again, these are made for MCM Electronics. These sound killer. If you want to put even just stereo in your house and not have floor speakers, and you can get into the ceiling, I highly recommend these. And there are your spring-loaded speaker wire terminals. 90-watt speaker. Their frequency response is all the way down to 30 hertz, so they're nice and bassy too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole here and here, and I am going to put on a safety line. Just like you see in the theater. In the theater, they install safety chains on all the light fixtures. So I'm going to be very careful not to hit any wires while I'm drilling in here. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I should be able to get it up in there. Slow speed on the drill. Yeah, there's a little bit of sound dampening material in there that I pulled out. I gotta try to find something here to poke it back in with. There we go. The hardest part's just gonna be getting my string through there. I just got a piece of that nylon string. I think maybe I'll just try to hook that through with a wire. What do you think? Because there's this stuff, and this stuff will hold hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I'm not worried about this being strong enough. Okay, I'm going to get a piece of wire and hook that. Okay, so I got myself a piece of, I don't know, it's insulated wire or some sort here, and I'm just going to try to keep poking that through until I can get it to come out the hole. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright. Well, I could probably just use this wire. But it's good wire. And I'm cheap. Now, this string I got from the Christmas tree farm one year, when we loaded up a Christmas tree. I'm just trying to find the end of it here. Which is turning out to be a monumental task too. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double it. Maybe I can push this. Right back up through. I did. Okay. Ooh, gosh, I'm getting clever in my old age. And now, I got my loop through. Now I'm going to have to cut this off. And I just happen to have a paring knife right here. I have it by my chair so I can, I'm going to cut this plenty long. And I'm just going to do that. Alright. Safety line is now installed. The next trick is to figure out what we're going to use to secure this. I think I'm just going to drive a couple of large electric wire cable staples into that stud right there, or into that floor joist, with a hammer, and then we'll just tie it off to that. So I gotta go find my hammer. Now I'm hoping you can see this. I actually found something better. Screw hooks. And I gotta make sure I get it off to the side enough that I'm staying on my tippy toes here. I gotta start a pilot hole. Okay, I gotta get it off to the side is all, so I don't so I don't interfere with the speaker cabinet when I try to put it up there. And that may or may not be far enough over. I'm just recycling these. Where's the hole? There it is. That looks like it's far enough over. So ain't that fun. I gotta get a screwdriver or something to crank that in there with. How about the other hook? Well, I know it ain't gonna pull out anyway. Alright, I gotta get a step stool. Getting old. Well, as things go around my house, if they do around the same around your house, I couldn't find a step stool, but I did find my big pliers anyway. And this takes a little work, because that son of a gun is tight. I should have put some soap or wax on the threads. That would have helped tremendously. Alright. That thing is... Oh, it's already in all the way through the threads. So I'm going to turn the hook pointing up. Bend it. Make sure it's out of the way. Alright. Perfect. Now, I need to figure out how much of a noose I need up in there. I don't want this thing to be able to drop very far. But this is going to help me have slack to let's see how this works. There we go. Perfect. Now I think what I want to do though is so that never slips off is I'm going to make another like noose end on here. And to do that, you stick your fingers through, make a concoction like that, and slip that over the hook. And then that'll tighten up like a noose, and now that'll never come off. Alrighty. I gotta tie one more knot in this. And I'm gonna cut it off. And there we go. We're nearly there. Now my wire, the ends look fine. They just jerked out of the spring clips. So I'm going to assume I put the, as in the other ones, I made the striped wire hot and the plain wire, you know, negatory. It's funny, when I tore this ceiling down years ago to repair it, they had put the sheetrock up with stupid whatever I want to say. They put the sheetrock up with subfloor nails, which are little short, small-headed nails. And I jiggled the sheetrock a little bit, and it all fell just like an avalanche. Alright, so now we're going to start turning these guys. And you can see the hooks have come out. The arms have swung out, but these are quite tight. So I need to get these started, and I'm going to use the drill, but very, very, very gingerly, as I said before, gingerly. And you can put this on the very extremely light friction and see if I can get them to turn. Started the grip. Okay, just start to feel it hit. I'm going to test these with a regular hand screwdriver here. Hear it? Slow the drill down a little bit. Okay. So, they just touched. I'm not going to do any more. I think it's fine. So, all that's left is the friction fit grill cover. And you have to kind of weasel the edge of it in here. Like so. There. All right, no keeping that from falling, I guess. All right, one down. All right, now that one has been finished. Let's move over to the one over my chair. So hopefully this won't fall on my head. They supply this little metal finger ring hook. And you get that up, and it's just that easy to pull the grill cloth off. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to back these screws out. I don't want to go too far. Look at that thing broke. Well, I guess I'm ordering another new one. All right. That might be what happened too. See, too tight. I got carried away when I installed these. So, anyway, we're going to do the same procedure with this one. I got to order a new one and replace it like we did that one. All right, guys. I guess that's it for this video. Don't over tighten your speaker clamps when you put them in the wall. Just do them very gingerly, just till they touch. And, well, here, let's do a demo. Well, this is really annoying, but to avoid any copyright things, I can't play music or anything. So I'm just running the test tone from the stereo amplifier, and you can hear, when it comes to here, so the speaker is working. That one works, but I can't believe this one cracked. Crap. I must have over-tightened it originally. So anyway, new one's on order. Take care. God bless. Everybody, we'll see you next time on Bob's Barn Workshop. And guys and gals, be sure, throw your comments out there. Let me know what the kind of stuff you want to see. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Some of the videos I have are very long because I try to show every little bit of hard work it takes to do this stuff rather than just a magic quick edit and, oh, it's all done. See how easy that was. Well, it ain't always that easy. So I'm just trying to explain that to you. And a lot of the stuff is that I do at home is I use what tools I have. Yeah, I might be able to go to a shop and have somebody fix something for me or do tires for me or whatever, but that's not the point of a DIY station, is to show how you can do it yourself with what you got around the house. So anyway, Thanks for watching, guys. I hope we can grow the channel, so don't forget to subscribe, like, please share, and we'll see you on the next episode.